Our climate is changing. Parts of the planet, like the Arctic North Pole, are experiencing temperature increases, causing large-scale ice melts, leading to rising sea levels and more extreme weather events. Collecting objects which help us to track the weather and climate over time can help us to understand how they are changing. Understanding that is key to making the changes needed to protect our planet. Tracking changes in the weather has been happening for centuries. Over 100 years ago, scientists used objects like sunshine recorders and rain gauges to measure changes over time.
This is one of my favourites because it is genuinely the crystal ball. It records sunshine. When the sunshine shines on it, it is focused by the ball. It burns a hole in this special paper behind it. This is a very simple piece of apparatus for measuring rainfall. The weather stations like this, set up whether by museums, by schools, by individual people, they are the information that we now draw on when anybody says, it's a record-breaking year, it was the wettest August since records began. These are where the records came from.
The museum also keeps stereoscope images. These images allow the viewer to look at two images side by side, which create a 3D effect, to allow people to view far-off places, like the Swiss glaciers, from home. The Aletsch Glacier is the largest glacier in the Alps, and it has receded by 115 metres in the past 13 years. Snow patches on Scotland's mountains are the closest thing the UK has to glaciers, and people have been observing them for hundreds of years.
So these objects were collected in 2018, and these objects document work collecting data today that tells us very clearly that over the last 30 years Scotland has had less snow, and that snow isn't lying for as long as it has at any point in the last 3 centuries since records began.
Within National Museums Scotland's vast collection of invertebrates is the Arctica Icelandica clam, which can live for over 400 years. Scientists can study its shell to gather important information about how the climate changed over its lifetime.
The superpower of these things is that they are really long-lived. They have been known to live for up to 400 years, leading to claim that they're one of the oldest living animals on Earth. This can be like a library of the conditions for the whole amount of time that it was growing in the place that it was growing in.
Understanding the trends of weather patterns can help us to see when one-off events become patterns of climate change. Understanding this and the impact it will have on different environments is vital in tackling the climate emergency.